take Unit 4 in the vocabulary, page 56. Okay. Open the book, girls. Did you open your book?
Yes.
Okay.
Teacher, what are we solving? I just came from the bathroom.
We will read.
Okay.
But wait a minute. Girls, you don't hear anything, right?
Yeah. No.
Was born in London, England in
Now you
1815.
hear?
Ada Byron,
Yes.
visionary mathematician. Ada Byron, visionary mathematician. Biographical sketch. Ada Byron was born in London, England in 1815, the daughter of the famed poet Lord Byron and his wife, Anna Milbank. Ada's parents separated months after she was born. She never knew her father, who left England in 1816 and died when Ada was only 9 years old. By the time they separated, Anna Milbank had a thoroughly negative view of Lord Byron, believing him to be an unfaithful and scurrilous man. She feared that Ada might inherit the wild poetic propensities of her father, and she hoped that rigorous training in mathematics would discourage the development of unruly tendencies in her daughter. Thus, Ada spent much of her early life in the intelligent aura of erudite tutors, including some of the most brilliant mathematical minds of her day. Ada was a sedulous student who excelled in mathematics, and she grew to become a talented and insightful mathematician. But the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Ada's fretful mother was querulous about her daughter's poetic tendencies and remonstrated with her about their dangers. But Ada refused to repudiate her poetic qualities. And so, Ada Byron became a gifted mathematician with a vivid imagination and a flair for language. She proved especially skillful at expressing mathematical concepts in writing. Though she suffered from illness throughout her life, she had a resilient spirit and remained focused on her studies and her rich social life. When Ada was only 17 years old, she met Charles Babbage. Babbage was a professor of mathematics who was designing an analytical engine, a mechanical computing machine that was an archetype of the modern computer. Ada was fascinated by Babbage's description of the machine. She corresponded with him for the rest of her life, discussing mathematics, logic, and the operation of the analytical engine. In 1842, when an article about Babbage's machine was published in French, he asked Ada to translate it into English and to add her own explanatory notes to the English translation. Babbage was not an affable man. He often aggrandized his own accomplishments and neglected to give credit to others. But he was so impressed with Ada's work that he conceded she might have understood his machine even better than he did, and that she was far, far better at explaining it. Many mathematicians of the day had only an imperfect understanding of Babbage's machine, considering it an inscrutable and impractical device. Ada's notes provided a clear explanation for her contemporaries and included descriptions of procedures that are today considered to be the first computer programs. In addition, Ada imagined applications of the machine that went beyond the insular field of mathematics. She foresaw that it could be used to compose music and could be put to a wide range of other symbolic uses. Charles Babbage may have been the first person to design a computer, but Ada Byron was the first person to recognize the full potential of his machine. Especially remarkable in an age in which women were discouraged from participating in mathematics and the sciences, Ada's profound mathematical understanding, her eloquence in explaining the operation of Babbage's analytical engine, and her visionary insight into its many uses are accomplishments that continue to reverberate throughout history.
Okay. I'm sorry, I couldn't stop because if I stop, it will repeat from the beginning. So that's, I made you listen to the whole passage, and then we'll discuss the words together, girls. So we'll start the first word. Let me check if I click it, you can...
Sedulous.
you can hear it like this.
Sedulous.
She can...
Sedulous is an adjective meaning persistent.
Okay, girls, in line number 4, second paragraph. When Ada was only 9 years old, by the time they separated her mother and father, Anna Milbank had a thoroughly negative view of Lord Byron, believing him to be an unfaithful and scurrilous, okay? Being unfaithful and scurrilous man. So scurrilous means what, girls?
Unfaithful.
Yes, it means unfaithful. Okay? Abusive. Grossly. Hello, girls? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. She feared that Ada, she now feared that her daughter might inherit the wild poetic, the wild poetic propensities. Is it written? Yes, is it here?
Propensity. Propensity.
Propensity, and the plural for it is propensities. Okay. Propensities means what, girls? Wild, poetic, wild. She fears that Ada might inherit. It means took it from her father. Wild, poetic propensities of her father. What is something you inherit of your father or mother? Propensities. If your father likes to hear to Fairuz in the morning, and you are born, when you're born, after like when you're 10 years old, you like to hear Fairuz too. It means you inherit it from your father. So propensities means natural inclination, tendency towards something, girls. Girls, you have to participate with me, please. We have to get together. Wake up, girls.
Yes, miss.
Propensity is a noun meaning a natural inclination or bent towards something. A propensity for oratory would suggest a career in the law or in politics. And you probably know someone who often gets into trouble because he or she has a propensity to act impulsively. Now it's your turn. Say propensity.
Propensity is an inclination towards something. You prefer to do something. And she would discourage the development of unruly tendencies in her daughter. Thus, Ada spent much of her early life in the intelligent aura. Intelligent aura. Aura of yours. Aura. Listen.
Aura.
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 Ada spent much of her early life in the intelligent aura. What aura means? Haven't you heard anyone say to you, your aura is quiet, your aura is bright?
Around you, the vibe.
Yes,
It's like your atmosphere.
yes, your atmosphere, the vibes you bring with you. the distinctive quality of your character. Okay, excellent. The aura of erudite, girls. Erudite. Where is it? Here is it. Erudite.
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 Okay. Tutors, helpers, teachers. Tutors means helpers or teachers. So what erudite means? She spent her early life in the intelligent aura of erudite tutors. How would you modify a tutor?
Someone who teaches,
Intelligent.
Yes, how would you modify a tutor? He will be what?
educated.
Smart.
Intelligent.
Yes, smart, intelligent, educated. So here, aura.
Aura. Aura. Aura is a noun meaning that which surrounds, or a distinctive air or personal quality. Visitors to the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C. are likely to be struck by the aura of sadness that pervades the scene. Or, a celebrity may have an aura of glamour. Now let's hear you say aura. Try the word again.
Aura.
Erudite. Erudite. Erudite is an adjective that means scholarly or learned or bookish or pedantic. Many journals publish erudite articles intended for an audience of specialists rather than for the general public. Or, a lecturer whose presentation is dull and erudite may quickly lose. Now let's hear you say erudite. And again,
Then,
erudite.
okay. Then we have sedulous. Ada was a sedulous, not sedulous, like college. Sedulous. Sedulous is a student who excelled in mathematics. What did she do in mathematics? Sedulous? What is the part of speech of sedulous, girls? What is the part of speech of sedulous? Yes. Adjectives. So adjective. How would you modify her?
Sedulous.
Determined.
Hmm. What else? Girls, think. Ada was a sedulous student who was excelled in mathematics, and she grew to become a talented and insightful mathematician.
Determined.
Yes, determined and yes, excellent. Persevering and persistent. Yes. About the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Ada's fretful mother was querulous. Ada's fretful mother was querulous. Querulous?
Querulous.
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 Querulous. Okay? She was querulous about her. Okay. Ada's mother was querulous about her. The part of speech of querulous is what, girls?
Adjective.
Adjective. Adjective. She was querulous about her daughter's poetic tendencies. So she was from the beginning she feared the poetic tendency in Ada, and she made her busy with the mathematics. But although that she had succeeded in mathematics, but Ada's mother was querulous about her daughter's poetic tendency.
Not satisfied.
Yes, not satisfied. Excellent. Full of complaints or complaining.
Querulous is an adjective meaning peevish, complaining, or fretful. Young children tend to become querulous during long car trips. Also, it is not surprising that a person who is in constant pain may sometimes be querulous or difficult to deal with. Now you say querulous. Try the word again.
Querulous, yes. Then we have about her daughter's poetic tendencies and remonstrated. Remonstrated. You have it. So what will, let's listen to the words first.
Remonstrate. Remonstrate.
Yes.
Remonstrate.
So remonstrated means what, girls? Does it remind you of any word? If you divided
Monster.
Demonstrate.
Demonstrate. So what demonstrate means?
To
Demonstrate.
show.
Uh,
To explain or show. To show.
And demonstrations in the streets. Demonstrations to show what? To show agreeing, approving, or to show what? Opposing.
Demonstrating, approving.
Remonstrating is to what?
Show opposing opinion.
Yes. From demonstration, those demonstrations that happened in Arabic words. So remonstrated, it means this.
It is a verb meaning to argue or plead with someone against something, protest against, or object to. A legislator may remonstrate with her or his colleagues to vote against a bill that would raise taxes. And a lawyer who remonstrates against a judge's ruling risks being held in contempt of court. Well, it's your turn now. Say remonstrate.
Remonstrate. From
One more time.
demonstrate. So girls, a trick to make in order to get the unfamiliar words over the context is to try to remember if you have heard it anywhere else. Okay? Remonstrated with her about her dangers. So Ada's mother was querulous, so she's always complaining about her daughter's poetic tendencies and remonstrated with her about their dangers. But Ada refused. What's it? It's not here. No, not written. Repudiate, but Ada refused to repudiate her poetic qualities. So, to do what to her poetic qualities? Grade 11.
Leave.
Yes, yes.
Leave.
To leave, or to reject, or to refuse. Ada refused to leave her poetic qualities, repudiate. Let me check of something. Okay, repudiate is to reject as having no authority. Okay, repudiate is to reject. And then we move to, though she suffered from illness throughout her life, she had a resilient spirit and remained focused on her studies. When you have a resilient spirit, Resilient spirit, it means you have what? Although that she was sick, she had a resilient spirit. Judy, Malika, Layal.
Strong spirit.
Judy, Malika, Layal.
Yes.
Is only Dima with me in the class? Of 32 girls, I only hear Dima's voice. أروى, حرير, سيرينا, لين, سيرين, ملك, عهد, لين.
I am interacting.
Where I don't hear anyone except Dima.
I'm sharing with
Said
you.
disagreeing and agreeing and
Oh, okay, wake up grade 11. Okay, throughout her life, she had a resilient spirit and remained focused. So, resilient spirit, the part of speech of the resilient is what?
Adjective.
Adjective. So, how would you modify a spirit?
Resisting.
Resisting, or recovering from illness, or rebounding.
Resilient. Resilient is an adjective meaning able to return to an original shape or form, or able to recover quickly. A pillow filled with foam rubber is very resilient when it is new. Or, forests are resilient ecosystems that can rebound from the damage caused by drought and fire. And doctors report that people who exercise regularly are more resilient when stressed or ill. Now let's hear you say resilient. Once more.
So when someone is sick and he recovers quickly, we say he is a resilient person. Then we go to a mechanical computing machine that was an archetype of the modern computer. The modern computer, so what does it mean? Archetype. How can you divide it? Can you remember it? We said it anywhere. We said it before.
Miss, can you repeat the sentence?
Don't you have your book there? A
Is it like
mechanical
an epitome?
computing, a mechanical computing machine that was an archetype. Don't you have your book there?
Yes, is it like an epitome?
No, I do, but the page closed.
Yes, yes. Hello?
Yes.
he
So-
said that computer something, so it's like a version.
Yes, and arc and type. It is like a pattern. Remember when we were talking about stereotyping?
Yeah.
Yes. So stereo and type. Here is archetype. Okay. The pattern of or model when everything of the same kind are coupled. When they are coupled. When they are covered, girls. Archetype of the modern computer. A model. Okay. Babbage was not an affable man. Affable man. Babbage. Okay, who is Babbage? When an article about Babbage's machine was published in French, he asked Ada to translate it into English and add her own explanatory notes to the English translation. Babbage was not an affable. He was not an affable. We don't have it. Affable man. So it's an adjective or what?
Yes.
Yes, so he was not an affable man. He often aggrandized his own accomplishments and neglected to give credit to others. Again, he is a good one that he refuses to give credit to others?
No.
Okay, so he was not an affable man. An affable, he was not a friendly man. He was not an easy to approach man, easy to talk to man. He often aggrandized.
Aggrandize. Aggrandize.
Aggrandized his own. So he does due to his own accomplishment.
He makes them great.
Excellent, makes them great, exaggerate them. Aggrandize.
Aggrandize is a verb meaning to increase in greatness, power, or wealth, to build up or intensify, or to make appear greater. It is illegal for stockbrokers to use inside information to aggrandize their own investment portfolios. And for hundreds of years, the rulers of ancient Rome used their armies to aggrandize a vast empire. Now you try aggrandize.
Okay,
One
good.
more time.
Aggrandize. At the end of the paragraph, the end of it an inscrutable and impractical device. Okay? Many mathematicians of the day had only an imperfect understanding of Babbage's machine and inscrutable and impractical device. Not practical. Impractical is opposite
A
of
hard
practical.
one.
An inscrutable cannot be. Yes, here is it. Cannot be analyzed. Cannot be solved.
Inscrutable. Inscrutable. Inscrutable is an adjective meaning impossible to see through physically, or incapable of being
These
understood.
people didn't understand his word, but she tried
New
to simplify
technologies are
them.
allowing scientists to explore the ocean floor at depths that were once inscrutable. And the chorus in a Greek tragedy often comments on the inscrutable will of the gods. Now you try the word. Say inscrutable. Once more.
Well, right.
Yes, inscrutable. Then we have the first computer programs, in addition, added imagined applications of the machine that went beyond the insular field of mathematics. Beyond the insular field of mathematics. A field of mathematics was like surrounded, limited. Okay, so beyond the insular field relating to island, isolated, like isolated field of mathematics. And then the last word, okay, and her visionary insight into its many uses are accomplishments that continue to reverberate or reverberate. Reverberate or reverberate, girls, both pronunciations are correct. Reverberate throughout history. Uses or accomplishments that continue to reverberate throughout history. So continue to do what throughout history? Reverberate, continue to reverberate throughout history. What is something we'll do throughout history?
Improve. Right?
Improve.
Or
Change. Yeah, re-echo. Echo.
Respecting to the history.
Yes, re-echo means leaves a reputation. A reputation through history. Okay, re-echo. Understood, girls?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so this is Ada Byron, and it is biographical sketch, and she started studying translating the math and studying the math. She was born in 1815. Imagine they started the computer we are working on today. Its basic ideas was formed in the 18th century.
yeah.
Okay. So we leave here and we go to the second period. Okay, girls, don't be late. Wash your face and come quickly.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.